Okay, so it's time to take care of my blueberries properly this time. As you can see, they're not looking too good. This one in particular, believe it or not, but this blueberry has already 3 to 4 years. I think it's 4 years old. Both of them were, I didn't use any acidic compost before. They were in the standard compost mix with some pine needles on top. So you know what I thought I'm gonna do is replant these into bigger pots and this time use acidic compost. Now anyway, the first thing to do would be to prune them. Now this one looks quite well. You see, this is the 2 years old. As far as I heard, what you want to achieve is have those narrow branches at the bottom and have this spread at the top. So all we're going to do here really is remove some of the old twigs. As you can see, for example, this one is old, and maybe remove some twigs that cross each other, because you want to have as much sun as possible going into the middle of the plant. With the blueberries, as far as I had, see these swelling nodes are gonna be fruit, and the spiky one, which you can see here, gonna be leaves. So this one is 2 years old already, so I think I can leave as many fruiting nodes as possible, especially that I'm gonna put it in the bigger pot, so they're gonna have much more nutrients and roots to produce this year. All I'm gonna remove is old wood, like this, for example. Here is this, and some over here. And we have some branches crossing. You can see, for example, this one here. But again, I don't want to remove too much. Ideally I should remove, for example, this branch here, because it's crossing with all the other. So I might do that. But again, you see how much fruit I just lost. So I just don't want to do too much of these cuts. Too many of these cuts. This one is old. Okay, oh, again, this is the strong one that grew this year. So I want to give it a cut somewhere here. And I'm not sure if it works the same as with fruit trees. So from these small nodes, the bud's gonna grow. So I guess if I will give it cut like this, and I'm going to do it in a way that the bud is outside facing, so it grows this way, and also I'm going to do it on the angle so that the water doesn't stay on the bud, and because that might harbor some diseases. Okay. Oh, I have to as well here. So you see, it takes some time if you go one by one. But again, I would avoid big cuts. Okay, so we're gonna move these two guys into much bigger pots. I'm gonna use for that the topsoil that I bought. I don't use the topsoil from my plot. I could probably bring it, but there's gonna be a lot of weed seeds. So I'm gonna, and this one was on the discount as well. I'm gonna have some ericaceous compost, which is more acidic than usual, and this is still not enough. I have some regular compost here. Hopefully I will not have to use it. So right, let's do it. Right, so all done. I hope plants didn't suffer too much. You know, the best idea is just to dry the plant as much as you can before you're gonna do it, so don't water it. But because these are outside and you know, and there was raining lately, I didn't have too much choice, so it was hard to shake off the soil from the roots, particularly from this bigger one. But yeah, let's see how they're gonna do. You know, we're gonna put them here and I will give you update at some point. Now, another thing, what I want to do as well is try to propagate blueberries from the shoots that from the branches that I cut today. So, you know, we're gonna do it pretty much the same way. Just gonna cut it underneath the bud and put it into the rooting hormone and put all of this into one pot, although this one is separate variety, so I'm gonna put them on two different sides of the pot. So let's put this nearby the raspberries. Okay, right, by the way, raspberries are doing quite fine. They're still alive. That's good. I'm not sure how the case will do, but yeah. Okay, so I guess it's time to have a look how the worms made it throughout the last weeks, because it went even down to -2 during the nights. And unfortunately I've noticed that something else was eating the kitchen waste, not only the worms. So let me show you. So here you go. This hole was enough for probably rats to get in. You know how all this stuff is being ripped off. So what I'm gonna do for now is fill this hole with some scraps of newspaper, and then I'm gonna find out if there is any other more effective way. Anyway, the worms seems to be fine, you know, and as you can see they are still here, still alive. So even the -2-3 degrees during the night didn't kill them. And the problem with worms is that they cannot control their body temperature like we do. So if it gets colder, they hibernate, and if it gets to 0 degrees, then might even die off. But seems that the work of this compost, because it's quite a big pile, you know, seems that it was working fine. So as you can see, they're producing quite a lot for me already. Now what I'm gonna do today as well is add a bit more kitchen waste. I have some up scraps and peels. As you can see, I do not chop this that much, you know, just cut it with knife. And I have some coffee grounds as well. So yeah, let me do it quickly then. Right, so I've put some cork made from newspaper, and I will have to replace it in a week from now, because before it becomes too soggy, but hopefully they will not be able to bite through it. Now I've added vegetable peels and coffee ground in the trench in the middle of this bathtub, and also I put, as you can see, more newspaper on top. Now I'm not too worried about the low temperatures, because now, to be honest guys, there is such a big volume in this bathtub that, you know, it's going to take a while for all this soil to freeze, you know, and that's what would probably have to happen. So it should be all fine. The worms should be all nice and cozy inside. Now I hope that without rats, the food source that I bring them, you know, all these vegetable peels, will not just be gone and not eaten by rats. So I hope that population of worms will start to grow slowly, especially now that we're supposed to have a hotter, warmer days, right? Because the spring is coming. Now what I'm also checking is I wonder if the rats would be able to squeeze in here. You know, I don't think so. So I hope that by sealing this single hole, you know, I just sorted problems of any vermins in this vermicomposter. And just quick update on my on how I'm getting rid of weeds with the cardboard. So this will work as long as you put something on the sides of the cardboard, because otherwise the wind will blow it away or tear it apart once it gets soggy. So in my case I just put few poles and then just use one concrete block, and that was enough. The same, pretty much the same with a strawberry bed. You know, so far it worked, and it's like 3 weeks. So that's gonna be it for this weekend. A bit shorter update, and I hope you guys gonna have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Take care, bye.